All right, hello football gamers, welcome back to Madden Football Gaming. Today I'm going to show you how to shut down double post. It is one of the most OP plays in Madden 24. Professional players run this in the biggest tournaments. It was made very, very popular by Mr. Football. Anyone that runs the Indianapolis Colts playbook runs this as well. I think Civil has as well. There's tons of professional players in these big tournaments that were running this double post play. It is very OP. It is very hard to stop. So I'm going to show you how you can shut this down so that they stop running this against you. And the great part is it also works against other bunch plays that are commonly run. And I'm going to show you that. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm using two controllers, so bear with me, but give me 1 second to set this up. All right, so here is the play stock, and we're just in a cover 3, and I'm going to show you why this is so good and why so many people run it, right? They usually just put Rice on a streak. Sometimes you can put Rice on a drag, depending on what you want to do there. But put Rice on a streak like this, and then you're going to go ahead and snap it, and you're going to see that this play gets wide open over the top for a touchdown. Let's show everything real quick in replay. All right, so what makes this play so good is that you have to manipulate your coverage a little bit to try and take away some of the things that people are going to do really, really quickly. Like the first read pretty much almost every single time is this going to be this tight end, because they run a super flat route unless they're on 0 as far as drops on their curl flats or hard flats or whatever that they put right there. Unless they're on 0, you're not going to be able to stop that. And if you do have it on 0, then it's going to come available later when it actually wheels and it starts going up the sideline. So it's really, really good. So you can see here, boom, 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 and then it wheels and he stops because I threw it. But if it didn't, it would have went up the field and it would have came available right in that little space in front of him. Okay, you also see McCaffrey there. If we go over here, you also see McCaffrey come free right in that window. That's a 10-yard gain, pretty much right there. Not getting bumped or anything. He gets up and out. It should be a really short in route, but for whatever reason right now, it's running it at 10 yards. But he's going to get open, and he's going to get 10 yards right there too. And this corner route is actually pretty bagged off stock cover 3 coverage right there. It's pretty bagged. It comes open a little bit late. It might be a possible high ball, but it's pretty bagged right there. But what really makes this even worse is that or harder to defend is because this is a one-play touchdown. So as you can see there, this guy splits and spreads open that middle third and that outside third. This guy right here, he gets sucked down by this corner route, and then this guy just comes wide open, right? Runs right through that gap, and then is just off to the races for a one-play touchdown. So you have a lot of different things that come available. You have the in route from McCaffrey, you have the flat and then the wheel from Kyle Pitts, and then you have that corner route also, which while it got back pretty there, if you set your drops to something different, it will come completely available later. So all right, so this is the coverage that we're going to use to beat it. You can take a screenshot if you want to, or write it down, however you do it. I'm going to keep it up here so you can see it. But you're going to man up your right slot cornerback, and we're in dollar, to Pitts. You're going to man up your left slot cornerback to the running back, McCaffrey. You're going to put your outside on the right corner in a deep third. Your strong safety goes into a middle third. Your free safety goes into a curl flat, and your outside cornerback on the left goes into a deep half. Okay, that's how you're going to stop it. You're going to be usering Howley, and you're going to stay with Rice on that streak, and then you're going to cut over on that post as soon as Valdez-Scantling comes over on the post. That's how you're going to go ahead and take this away. That curl flat, you need to set to 15 for it to take it away. I didn't hear, I'm just using just normal default, so I think it's going to land around 15 anyways, but if it doesn't, I'll set it at 15. But you need it at that to take away that curl flat, this particular, corner route, this particular corner route. Other ones get deeper. This one's about 15 yards. So anyways, I'm using two controllers, so bear with me, but I'm gonna go ahead and hike it and show you kind of what this is gonna look like. Again, my user is gonna stay out here with Rice, and then it's gonna cut over here with this post. And that's pretty much it, right? We're gonna stay right here. As you can see, everything pretty much is bagged. And Flacco ends up taking a sack. But let me go ahead and show you this in an instant replay. All right, so let's go ahead and show these routes. This is pretty sick. This is pretty fun to watch, all right? So the first read is always gonna be this Kyle Pitts. Okay, they're gonna try and throw him on the flat. We manned him up, right? So our slot corner is gonna be covering him. Now he gets bumped by Jerry Rice right there. It doesn't always happen, but it did this time. Kind of unfortunate, but oh well. That's fine. That's open. He can throw that, and he's going to get 2 or 3 yards. That's absolutely fine. But that's it. Because if he starts to throw it towards the end of this break right here, when this wide receiver starts to slow down, that cornerback is going to break on it, and that's a pick or probably a pick 6. And when this wheel route breaks up, look at this. He goes right to his hip. Right to his hip. You're not throwing that. You are not throwing that, or that's a pick. That's my ball. So that gets taken away. Best you can hope for is 3 yards. Now let's look at Christian McCaffrey's route. That route in itself beats man pretty consistently, but it runs through the line and it kind of gets gummed up a little bit, and it gives the cornerback time to catch up. And so this corner actually does a good job of catching up and guarding it during this time. So look, I'm going to go ahead and run it. And one thing to call out is that this linebacker right here typically would be in an A-gap blitz and would probably already sack Joe Flacco within 2 seconds. We're not doing that in practice mode because I need you to show you all the routes. But in a game, you're sending 4, you have that A-gap pressure, and that's probably already in there. So you're not going to even have time to see all these routes. They're going to get in there. Even if they block it sending 4, you're not going to get the same amount of time that they had on this play. But anyways, back to McCaffrey. All right. So he's coming through, right? And you can see, caught up. You're not throwing that. Even if you did early, you're going to miss it. It's too early to throw it, all right? So then would you throw it on the break? Where are you going to throw it? I'm right there. I'm right there. Right here, you might be able to throw it, but again, you're probably getting sacked at this point. Your eyes have probably moved off Christian McCaffrey at this point because he was covered the entire time. And if you do throw it, it's kind of a scary ball. Could get knocked out. Maybe the cornerback, since they're looking back, can make a play on it. So Christian McCaffrey's route, guarded. Now let's look at this Burris route, this corner. Now I said your curl flat should be at 15. That's right. But if you don't want to do it and you just want to leave a normal regular curl out here, that should bag it too. So watch this. It's going to go ahead and go right here. That free safety comes down, shoots down. So you're not throwing it right there. You're not throwing it right there. You're not throwing it. You're not throwing it. You're not throwing it. You are not throwing that ball. Please don't, right? Like, that is guarded. Even if you highball that, you have that free safety staring right back at you, right in front of the wide receiver. He's going to pick that ball off, or he's going to knock it out if you're lucky, right? So that is definitely not the play. Okay, so Burris is taken. Last 2 routes that it come down to are this Rice route and this Valdez-Scantling route. And this is what you're usering, okay? So you're going to go ahead and you're going to user Rice right here. You're not throwing that ball. And you're just going to follow that seam streak until the post starts to come over. You're not throwing the post either because I'm still right in front of it and they're breaking towards me. So that ball's going to come my way. Okay. And then when that post starts to break over, you're going to follow it, right? You're going to follow it in the middle because that's the only time it really comes available, in the middle. And you don't have to follow it forever. You only have to follow it for maybe 5-10 yards in the middle. And then you could let go of it. Like right here, you can break off that if you want to. If you see another route opening it up, or they're trying to do like playmakers or something like that, you can bounce off that because now you have this corner that's deep. He's not getting beat over the top. It's not a one-play touchdown anymore. If he throws this, he's basically throwing to your player to play center field and actually just pick that off. So he's not doing that anymore. Let me actually show you. Look at this. Look at this. So he stays with him for a second. Boom, 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 boom. Then just gets deep. Like, just goes deep. Look how deep he gets. No one's even over there, and he gets that deep. He gets deeper than the Titan submersible over there. See how deep that route is? Like, no one's over there, and he's got it, right? So that is how you stop that route, okay? That is how you basically completely shut it down. It's just very, very easy setup, really. Again, you use your slot corners, you man up your running back, you man up that tight end, you deep half your corner on the outside and put a curl flat over there from the free safety. You have a deep third on the right and a middle third in the middle there too. And one other call out, that cornerback that's manned up to your halfback, to your opponent's halfback, if they don't send him out on that route, he automatically mans up to Burress, to that outside wide receiver. This corner right here, if they don't send out the halfback on a route and you manned him up with this guy, will automatically man up to him. It is freaking awesome, right? So let me actually show you how also this takes away real quickly other common plays that people are going to run out a bunch. So you can, it's just not like a one setup. Like, this setup is pretty good at bagging other stuff too. All right. So this is verticals. You probably have gotten this ran on you. This play sucks. You're going to have people that are going to just spam this play. We've already shown you the out route from McCaffrey, how that's getting taken away. You are manning up that Pitts route. People love to throw that against cover 3. Love it. That's going to get bagged. That Valdez-Scantling route is going to get taken out by that deep zone. And you are going to use that crosser that gets over there. So that is a great play. If they decide not to put Burress on this streak right here, which will get taken away by the steep zone, if they decide not to throw this Burress on that little fade right there, you still can put the curl red over there and get any sort of like little corner that they decide to do. So you could still just leave it exactly like that. And let me show you, like, let's just go ahead and let's run it. All right, boom, here we go. I'm going to take this guy. There we go. There we go. That's it. So now you're looking for route bounces, right? And again, I didn't send the A-gap pressure on purpose just to show you that. Let's show you real quick. All right, so I'm just going to hike this for a second. Okay, so Kyle Pitts is going to get taken away from this man coverage right here. You're going to see this real quick. Boom, boom, boom. You're not throwing that. Okay, and then here's Christian McCaffrey. We've already seen this before, but same deal. Boom, boom, boom. You're not throwing that, right? Not throwing that, okay? And then the only thing you really can throw is this route right here early, kind of like that other wheel that we saw out of like a deep post, only it's not manned up. But if you wanted to, if they are playing this, you can just use this guy to man him up to him. And that'll also work in deep post too, because it'll just man up that post. If you really, really want to, no worries there. I just like the deep third over there just for safety reasons. But if they do try and throw this short on you, you can just man him up, or you can put him in like a hard flat at like 5 or something like that. But he would then come open later. So I like manning him up a little bit later so he stays with him. And then you're going to be using Rice, which is this crosser, okay? And it's going to take away pretty much everything there. He's not throwing that. 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 Okay, and then you'll see that this Burress fade, you could probably throw that. You could probably throw that. If you did a really nice pass lead right there, you could probably throw that. But you couldn't throw that until really late in this actual break. And if that really is the case, you could man him up using this free safety right here. Or you could put this free safety in a deep half and this one in the middle third. If you're really worried about that bomb, you can do that as well. But you see how it takes away pretty much everything else. It's just a little bit of a chess game, but that is a really, really good shell coverage to pretty much stop everything they're doing. Then you make minor adjustments to really, really shut them down. But that 100% bags deep post. You will never get beat by that again if you continue to do that. If they run it that way, you're gonna torch it, absolutely 100%. So I hope this helped you out. If it did, please do like, subscribe, bringing more content like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching, fellas, and I'll talk to you later.